Episode 3, The Children of Gabriel. Now, I thought that was going to be everybody who showed up at the end of episode 2. You know, everybody in Sanctum. No, not quite. Not at all. Look, I don't know how the writers do it with this show, but it's basically the same type of themes. There's a lot of politics. It's a lot of like drama, trust issues, many character arcs. I mean, people go through some arcs back and forth. It's just they always put them in crappy situations and new situations surrounding that there's new or meeting new groups of people and stuff. And it seems to work. Like, you would think you'd get really bored of seeing this so far. And like I said, the show was more sci-fi than it was originally. I think anyway, because all right, being in a craft that's orbiting Earth, it's one thing. We do that now. And we have satellites, everything. But traveling to different planets, living on different planets, they can leave this planet at any time. They're flying ships up and down into outer atmosphere at will. This show is good. You know what I mean? It's really good. And the writers do such a great job. They really do. They balance these characters well. We have so many characters that when somebody does die, like Shaw, who I found out to one of my, somebody who watches my reviews, they let me know that Shaw, the guy who plays Shaw, actually is on another show now. You know how that goes. Can no longer fulfill a role on the show, be committed, so you got to get killed off. You know, something like that. What I like is that everybody that's still in cryo can come out later. You know, like I would love to see Andrea in this situation. And you know how she was just kind of like really disappointed on how Octavia turned out and stuff. She could be there for her probably. But there's characters who don't have to be on the show right now. They don't have to live up to a certain amount of episodes because they can bring them out at a certain point of time, you know, if they ever do. I don't know, whatever. So that's cool. There's a lot of characters that's still up in cryo. Like Marcus, he's surviving by being cryo. So, you know, that's cool. But this show, I love it. I love it. So Clark and company are getting familiar with everybody at Sanctum. They meet up, and it's crazy because I forgot that dude's name. Oh, what was his name? I forgot. The guy who's like pretty much the head of everybody at Sanctum. Jeez, I forgot his name. But anyway, yeah, him and his wife. Well, he's a little bit more easygoing. His wife is a little bit skeptical of all of them. You know, until she saw Diosa pregnant, and she was like, oh my gosh, she's with a child. It's something about a woman being pregnant that you always just going to kind of have a little bit more leadway, even if you don't trust the group they're with. Somebody's got to take care of that child. It's an innocent child, and they're being formed, and we got to make sure that child turns out good. You know what I mean? But what I thought was pretty cool is how when they heard her name, I think Maddie said it or something. It's kind of like Diosa is somebody she's looking up to now. Because Octavia's lost her mind. She's out there killing just because that's all she really knows how to do right now, you know. So she's out there killing. But before I get to that, Maddie runs over to Diosa and she says her name, and they're like, wait a minute, you're Diosa? Your picture is in our history books right next to Hitler, Bin Laden. I was like, what? Oh my goodness. You know, everything that Shaw told us about what she did and how the world viewed what she did. So she's like one of the worst terrorists ever in human history. You get what I'm saying? Pretty sure at the time period that they went out in space, there could be a bunch of other people there, but they named some that we know of, so you know it would sound familiar. Shows usually do that and throw an extra made-up name in there that you never heard of before. I like that they just stopped at Bin Laden. That way, if somebody's watching the show, I don't know, 30 years from now, 60 years from now, it doesn't sound like, hey, that person never did anything. Like, who is that? Or something. I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I love this show. I thought it was really cool when we met the children of Gabriel because they were kind of like outcast. You know how you have patriarchs and you know, prime families or whatever they called it within Sanctum. Over the course of 200 plus years, people form groups, people have outings, they fall in outs, then they have different kind of stables or branches of who does what. But anyway, these people seem like they're outcasts of Sanctum, and they're out here surviving. And they use the environment, the woods, the forest, or whatever. That's their weapon. They know things. They know how the stuff works there. And this is one of the things that the people of the Sanctum was going to teach Clark and company, how to survive here. You know, I mean, it's fantastic. Because I love Diosa so much. I keep thinking about her. Clark, we saw Clark in a dress. How long has it been since we seen Clark looking like feminine and stuff? That was nice, because everybody's always in some survival gear. That was nice. I like Sanctum. You know, you got to realize there's another moon, another planet, not too far away. Who knows what the heck's going on there? And they probably can find other planets within that solar system that they're in right now. So it's so many stories you can do. You could evolve two seasons from now, and they could go somewhere else or whatever. I don't know. You know? But yeah, a bunch of stuff was going wrong because they found out about Clark's history. Things she did, like at Mount Weather. And like when they asked her, would you do all that stuff again? To save my people? Yes, I would. In a heartbeat. Even against you guys. I'm trying to look out for my people the same way you're looking out for your people. You know? Oh, yeah. Jordan. Got a crush on a beautiful young lady. She's kind of fast, isn't she? I mean, I see why, because there's some urgency. She's supposed to become some type of princess. Who knows what that means? She might not be able to see him no more. Cut off from everything. Live a life that's really just like, you know, difficult. You know, beyond what a normal person would want to live. So she's moving fast. And he got his first kiss. Man, every time I look at Jordan, I see Harper and Monty. I see both of them, and I miss them so much. That's what he's going to be in the show. He's going to keep reminding me how much I miss those two. Oh, man, I love this show so much. But it's crazy, right? Because the children of Gabriel are kidnapping people. I mean, I'm going to watch the episode again. I'm going to watch it again. I like to. The stuff that I missed, and I can see it better. And the people in Sanctum are just... They're just not prepared. They're not. It doesn't look like they're warriors. They don't fight. They want to keep everything peaceful, which I'm all for. That's why I would like stuff. But sometimes you got to have people that's ready to look out and keep watch and stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe they got some stuff, some secrets up their sleeves, and there's a reason why people are sneaking in the Sanctum to take instead of just straight up marching up in. You get what I'm saying? So they got to deal with that. I don't know where this is gonna go. I love Diosa, so I can't wait to see her some more. I love Clark. I love Bellamy. Octavia is acting crazy, and Bellamy's trying. You know, he's just kind of like, look, my sister's crazy. Last I remember, she doesn't listen. She doesn't want to follow orders, and she was out there. She got herself in a situation, just trying to run up and kill people. You know, I mean, like, you know, look. She can be redeemed. She could come around sooner or later. And we're probably going to go through the same thing we're going through with Clark. Because Murphy will not let up. Like when he told everybody, he was like, I died, man. I think I'm going to hell. And Clark was like, don't worry. There's enough room in hell for both of us. And Murphy comes around sometimes. But I like Murphy. I love Murphy. I love the character. He's so great. The guy who plays Murphy, he's excellent. Anyway, I love this episode. I don't know how I really talked about this review. I didn't write no notes and have it sketched out or anything. I just was talking about how much I liked it. Sanctum, we're getting to know more. Clark, they're kind of like, we might not be able to keep you here. You're loose cannon. I don't know. The children of Gabriel. I want to learn more. I want to know what's going on with that. What are they doing? Where do they really live? You know what I mean? Things like that. And I have a feeling they're going to be not so bad. You know how that turns out. Remember the Ice Nation? And Echoes from the Ice Nation and Ronin and stuff, like, they weren't all that bad. They were warriors, and they were skeptical of everybody because nobody trusts anybody. That's why they all lived in these different factions, different groups, different tribes. I think it's like that, you know, with them. We don't really know too much about them, but they're probably not really that bad. They just have a different viewpoint of how things should be. That's what I'm thinking. And Sanctum is just not going to be all peaceful, and they probably have some weird ways of doing things. You know how it goes. What seems good at the beginning is really kind of terrible, and what was terrible at the end teams up with our characters that we love, and they get things done. You know how it goes. Anyway, that's my review. Episode 3, Children of Gabriel. Leave some comments. We can talk, and let me know about some stuff that you guys want to talk about. Let me know how you liking the season so far. I love it. I'm just so excited for every new episode. What's going to come? What new they're going to introduce? Love it. Fantastic. That's it. See you next time.